can't focus in order to listen him that what topic he has given to you, you can't explain that topic as he is expecting from you. Alright? So just try to be all ears and be focused whenever someone is asking any question to you, or someone is giving any topic to you, or someone is asking to speak in front of public. Right? Because one who is a good listener can become a good speaker for sure. Rule number 2 is collection of information. Whatever topic you have received by the orator, you need to ask one question to yourself. And what is that question? The question is, do you have information about this topic? Yes or no? If yes, you can go with flow as you do usually. But in case if you don't have that much information about the topic, what will you do? So you don't need to get anxious and panic about this stuff. Rather, feel relaxed and calm, and then ask yourself, have you ever listened about this topic before in previous days? Have you ever discussed this topic with anyone, any of your friends? Have you ever watched any videos regarding this topic ever in your home? Have you ever read about this topic in your previous days? If yes, I'm damn sure that information regarding this topic is already saved in your subconscious mind. All you need to do is you need to accumulate, which means collect the information about this topic from your subconscious mind to conscious mind. And you're able to collect a huge amount of information in your active memory, and then you can speak. Alright, now rule number 3 is interpretation of information. What does it mean? It simply means once you are done with collection of content, now the third step is you need to interpret that information. And what is interpretation? Interpretation is nothing, you just need to purify it. You need to filter the information, because the information you have collected, all the information is not mandatory. There are some information which you need to skip, and you don't need to mention those irrelevant content in your explanation. If you do that, you are the one who is culprit to make your own explanation quite lethargic and boring. No one is going to listen to you after listening that boring explanation, right? Now, once interpretation is done, rule number 4 is organizing your information in a systematic manner. What is organization? When I'm saying organizing your thoughts, it simply means you need to set the priority. Which information should come first, then middle part, and then your ending part. How would you going to end your explanation? Alright. This all steps comes under the category of organizing your thoughts. And when you are speaking, you need to follow these steps quickly. You don't have that much time in order to follow these steps. Execution is all about now it's your turn to speak out. Organizing your thoughts should be very much fast. You have to do it by your own. No one else can do it for yourself, because the time you are the one who is speaker. Alright? Now, next one is execution of information. What is execution? This is your turn to represent yourself in front of people, and the one who asks that question and the one who asks you to explain the topic. When you are in the process of execution, means you are speaking, you don't have microsecond to think about your spoken part. So while speaking, don't try to waste your single second and just focus on your speaking only. Alright, because your execution plays a very vital role in order to explain a topic, that how are you going to execute yourself in front of people. After execution, one thing that you have heard about it, articulation. What is articulation? Articulation is nothing. Articulation simple consists 3 C's. What are these 3 C's? The first C stands for clarity, which means there should be clarity in your voice, in your thoughts, in your sentence, and the way you present yourself. Everything should be clear as water. Right? Then only the people who are listening to you, they can understand you in the same way as you want them to understand. Correct? Second C stands for, you can say, conciseness. What is it? Conciseness means you don't need to make long and long sentence. You don't need to make long and long story, because it becomes so sluggish and humdrum for those people who are not that much interested to listen long stories. They have very less time to listen your explanation. You are not allowed to waste their valuable time. Rather, follow the rule of KISS formula. What is KISS? Keep it simple and short. You don't need to add any garbage or scrap while explaining your topic. Third C stands for correctness. What is correctness? It means the information which you are providing while explaining a topic, it should be authentic, it should be correct. You are not allowed to give any unauthentic information or wrong information to your listener. If you do that, you are going to lose the trust of your listeners. They will not believe on you and your explanation. Alright, if you want to maintain that bonding, that mutual understanding, the trust level you have made so far, you should give correct information. Alright, after articulation, the next step is ornamentation of your thoughts. What is ornamentation? Ornamentation is nothing, it's all about decoration. How are you going to polish your explanation? How are you going to decorate your spoken part, your explanation? You can do it by following several steps. Some of them are, you can add some advanced vocabularies, you can add some idioms, you can add some real life illustration, you can add some quotation, and there are so many things that you can add. For example, you can add some real life example in order to make your explanation a bit strong and powerful. Right? After ornamentation, the next step is immersion of information. I hope you heard about this word immersion. What is immersion? Immersion is all about you need to pour yourself completely. You need to dive into the explanation. You have to speak in such a way that you would be able to make a great collaboration between the soul, your brain, and the words that you are speaking. You have to connect a very invincible relation between you and your listener. Alright? Then only you would be able to learn the art of immersion, and by following the art of immersion, you can make your explanation very magnificent and so wonderful. Right? Now, if immersion is done, the next step is be confident while explaining a topic. You don't need to worry about anything while explaining. You don't need to be judgmental. You don't need to think about your mistakes. You don't need to think about people who are listening to you. You just need to focus on your explanation and nothing else. Because if you are in the process of explanation, you can't do anything. Just speaking, and speaking. Once you are done with your explanation, in the end, you can think about it, like what are the mistakes you have committed so far. But while explanation, you don't need to think about it. If you do that, you are going to divide your mind into two different parts. The one who is identifying your mistakes while explanation, and the second one who is actually speaking, who is explaining the things. And you know very well, no one can cross a river by sailing in two different boats. You need to select only one boat. If you would be organized, if you would be more focused only in one thing, you would be able to reach in the destination and you can nail the topic as you have decided by yourself. Right? After this step, be confident, you need to end your explanation. How are you going to end it? And this is a very important step which called conclusion. What is conclusion? Conclusion is all about the summary. It is all about what exactly you have explained. In 2 or 3 lines, you have to conclude your explanation. And trust me, conclusion plays a very crucial role in order to explain a topic. Because there might some chances some people are comes in between, they were not there as you have started your explanation, but just because of your this conclusion, you can explain to them that what exactly you have spoken since you have started speaking. Alright? Conclusion should be very much bombastic. It should be very much powerful. You can add any kind of motivational quotation, you can add any poetry, you can add any slogan, you can add any kind of illustration, but make sure it should be powerful. It should be in such a way that you can influence people. They love to listen you again and again after this conclusion. For example, patience is the key of success. Practice makes a man perfect. Right? There are so many other quotations that you can add in the end after completing your explanation. Right? These all are the steps that you can follow in a chronological manner to explain a topic. And these steps can make your explanation quite effective and attractive. I hope you have learned all these steps. And one more thing that I want to share with you guys is when I'm explaining these steps, you will think that it will take too much time to follow all these steps in order to explain a topic, right? I'm here to explain these steps. That is why I'm taking this much time. But when you will follow these steps while explaining, you will not take this much time. It needs a practice. It needs your effort. The more you practice to follow all these steps while explanation in front of mirror in your home, with your friends, in your classroom, in front of a stage, the better you would explain the topic. Alright? So do practice, because minimizing the time after following these steps while explaining a topic is totally depend on you, not in someone else. I hope you get my point, and initially it would be a bit arduous to follow, but by the time once you start practicing to adapt all these points in order to explain a topic, all these become a piece of cake for you. I'm done with my all magical steps in order to explain a topic. I hope you like this video, and if you have any question, any query regarding this video that you want to ask, moreover, if you have any feedback, any suggestion regarding this video, please write it down in the comment section, or you can raise to me with the help of my Telegram ID which I have given in this video. And please guys, I need your support, your love. Don't forget to click on like button. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this video among your friends as much as possible. Then only I will be able to be with you for the long time. And don't forget to click on bell icon in order to get notification of my upcoming very impactful videos. So till that time, take care of yourself and keep talking, keep learning, keep practicing, keep sharing, keep shining. Wish you all the best for your bright future and your English journey. And be the best version of yourself. Create a masterpiece of your life. Thank you guys.